Hey bookworms, welcome back to the channel and welcome if you're new here. I'm Sam and today we are going to be doing my TBR for the Once Upon a Readathon Treasure Island that takes place in June. I'm honestly so excited to get started on this. We still got just over a week yet and I am dying because some of the books on this TBR I can't wait to read, and I originally was going to read them during the month of May, but they kind of fit with the readathon and getting those extra prompts. So for those of you who don't know, Once Upon a Readathon takes place throughout the month of, I was going to say May, June. You get to pick your team, so you can either pick the fire team or the water team, and then you have two other choices. So for example, if you pick water, you got pirates and merfolk. I picked merfolk, which means the pirates are my allies, and then dragons and the other team are our enemies. And yeah, for every book you read, you get 100 points, and there are ways of gaining extra points. I will make sure I link the host's channel below so you can go check it out if you are interested. One of those ways is to read books based around water. If you haven't already seen it, I posted a video I think about a week ago or 2 weeks ago where I recommended books with water settings. So if you're stuck and you're looking for books that have that setting, definitely go check it out. It's right here. And then there are some other ones, like for example, if your mascot is in your book, for example like a mermaid or a siren for me, then that's also extra points. And I believe there are more, I just can't remember. And if you are able to take part, comment below an emoji of your mascot. Also if you're on Team Merfolk, hey! Let's just jump straight into the books with the first one being Meet Me at the Lake by Carly Fortune. So I read her first book, which was It Happened Last Summer, and I really enjoyed it. Normally the thing that happened in that book would have put me off, but I don't know, I actually really enjoyed it. This one is perfect because I can get some extra points with this one, but it's also the perfect summer read, so I cannot wait to jump into this one. Next up we have another book that kind of works for the water prompt, and that is a middle grade called Where the River Takes Us. This is a book I recently picked up when I did the whole middle grade book haul buying spree. I was going to film it, but I was really having an off day and I just was in too much pain to film it. So yeah, you will get to see all the books I have bought so far this year. I'm hoping to put up sometime next month, but this is one of the books that I got. It kind of gives me the vibes of like Strange Things. I think it's just like the cat on the front. I don't know. But yeah, this one works as well, and it'd be nice to have a little bit of a break and go to a middle grade. I'm trying out middle grades because I've only ever read two and one of them was not great. Next book on this list is another book with water setting but also with a siren in it, so double bonus points here. This is the sequel in a series, and this is Daughter of the Siren Queen. The first book in this series is called Daughter of the Pirate King, so you do need to read that one first if you haven't already read it. I read it a little while back, I think about a year ago maybe, and yeah, I'm finally getting to this one now, which is about time because it's been sitting on my shelf for way too long. So thank you to this readathon, we're finally reading it. This book I am so excited for. It's been killing me to not read it, to have it just sitting on my shelf and looking at me and not being able to pick it up, but I was like determined to keep it for June, and that is Lying in the Deep. This is a mystery about this woman whose ex-fiance is now dating her best friend, so she decides to embark on this cruise, and the couple are now on this cruise as well, and it leads to a murder because the character sort of, I believe, gets like obsessed. It says on the back, romance, jealousy, obsession, and trapped on board with her killer. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. I kind of want this to be my first read, but we will see. Next up is a book that I have also had on my shelf for like way too long. And again, if it wasn't through the readathon, I probably would not have picked it up anytime soon. But yeah, a lot of the people in the group on the Discord chat that were on are doing a buddy read for this one. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've also got the audiobook for it as well ready, and that is To Kill a Kingdom. Most of you probably already know about this book. I believe this is like a Little Mermaid retelling, but like darker. I just know that this book was really hyped up on TikTok, and I bought it because I was actually going to do like a video regarding like a bunch of books that are popular, and I just never got around to doing that. I did a part 1 and I just never got around to doing part 2, so yeah. I wanted to add a couple romances onto my TBR for June because when I think of summer, I think of romances. And the first one is a book that again I found like fits with the water setting, and that is called The Wedding Crasher. I don't know too much about this one other than I absolutely adore this cover. On the front it does say it's the wedding of the year, except she's not invited. Okay. Next up is a relatively new release. Actually, these are both relatively new releases, and I'm currently reading the book that follows the character's best friend. So she's just like sort of main character in this one. It's currently the side character. I wasn't going to, but then people were like, you should definitely read that one first. And that is Christina Lauren, The True Love Experiment. This book came out recently. I cannot wait to read it. I actually plan to read this one again. I don't know if this is going to work for water setting, but there's blue on the cover, so we will find out. I'm really excited about this one. I believe like she's cast for like some TV show or something. I know she's like a writer. Her character so far in the this is soulmate equation. She's actually really fun, so I'm excited to get to this book and actually have her as the main character. And the final book on this list that I want to get to is another new book that I literally got yesterday, and that is called Off the Map by Trish Dollar. I have really enjoyed her other two books. Float Plan is one of my favourite books ever, and then another book, I forget what it's called, I really enjoyed as well. I ended up getting it for a star, and I believe in this one we'll follow this character who is supposed to be going to like her friend's wedding, which I think is from the two people from the first book. I'm like, okay. Something goes wrong, and I was told that if you enjoyed a movie Leap Year with Amy Adams, then you'd enjoy this, and I love that movie, so I'm so excited for it. But also like the sheep on the cover, get the sheep. I know, I love this cover. I love the cover. So yeah, we have 8 books here that I want to read in June, and I probably will try to read more. Normally with readathons I do tend to try and read a lot more, but this is 8 books that I definitely want to get to. Like I said, there are a few more books that if I don't read this month, because we've got over a week left, then I'm probably going to add them onto my TBR. Like I said, I'm probably going to look for some audiobooks as well to help me get through it quickly, and I'm really excited to read them. Let me know below what books you plan to read in the month of June, even if you're not taking part in the readathon. Let me know. And yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and until next time, bye!